Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you're joining from. Welcome to this special stream. I am not alone today. Look at this. Introducing that lady Dev. Hello, welcome, that lady Dev.
Hey,
Where are you joining from?
I'm here in Seattle at GitHub's headquarters.
Nice.
Just chilling, vibing, working.
I love it. Thank you, that lady Dev. We also have a third party to add to the party, Mr. Ari Livigny, a
Hey.
Hey.
Robert Doctor say favorite.
Yes.
Hello, welcome.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it. Happy to be with everybody.
Yes, listen, I figure because we started the week and I don't know what all of you, but it's getting down to the last, okay? We are almost a month out from GitHub Universe. And some of you might not even realize it. So we're here to bring awareness, but also to have fun. So there's going to be a few fun announcements, right? Ari, where are you joining from? I forgot to ask you.
I am in Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm about an hour outside of Boston.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So both of you are frozen and I am in Florida. One side. What?
Essentially.
Essentially. So for folks who are just joining the stream and they have no idea who anyone is, I forgot to introduce myself. I am Ruth today, my friends. I'm Andrea Griffiths. I get to work with Kedasha Kerr. That's all you need to know about me. In
Oh,
the
wow.
DevRel team. Kedasha, introduce yourself, please.
Oh, yeah. Hey, y'all. I'm Kedasha. I work at GitHub on the DevRel side. And, we like to vibe and hack and just have a good time. So, super stoked that you're here with me. So, Ari, passing it on to you.
Hi, I'm Ari Livigny. I'm a learning evangelist with the accreditations, certifications, and enablement team. And what that means is we do a lot of the curating of learning content about our platform and about different ways, use cases that we can implement it.
Nice. Much better
Very
intro.
nice. I mean, amazing. And welcome to everyone who's joining us. Welcome, Emmanuel. Welcome, Sebastian. Welcome, Hajat. Sergio. Welcome, Andrea. Welcome. Ralph is a first time viewer. So nice to meet you. Thank
Oh,
you for being here. So,
meet you.
usually you would see us doing like nerd things, right? We'll have our VS Code app, or we'll be on that com showing you how to do cool things with Copilot, or we'll be on the Microsoft Learn platform, which Ari can tell you all about. But today we're here to talk about GitHub Universe. GitHub Universe.
Yeah.
I said something the other day, and I can say, I said it with sincerity. This was a shirt from last year, my friends. But
Oh.
this conference,
Okay.
since I started going to it, obviously we have a pause during during the height of the pandemic where it was a
Mm-hmm.
remote first thing, but it has changed and evolved and grown so much, y'all. And I can genuinely say, you can quote me on this, this is a conference I will buy a ticket for out of my own pocket if I didn't work
Whoa.
here and got to go. I can say that this day, September 15, 2025.
Mark it down.
Mark it
Write
down,
it
mark it
down,
down.
y'all. Write it down.
There is a lot of conferences I got to travel to. This conference is a vibe. So we're here to talk about what that means. For those of you who don't know what GitHub Universe is, this is our flagship conference where you get to not only see the greatest, latest, and most exciting announcements coming to GitHub, but also you get to learn from our partners, from amazing speakers. The speaker lineup this year. Not for nothing, but I was on the bottom committee, okay? I help vote. That's what I did. So, Ankit, you are correct. It is a cinematic experience. There is music, there is food, there are demos,
Yeah.
there
And
is Ari
donut.
and Kadesha. You're both going to be there, right?
We're both
Yes,
going to
we
be
will be there. And I will say that GitHub Universe, over the course of 2 days, you really get to vibe and learn with the community, and you get to meet so many cool people. So like, that really cool package that you use in your project, the maintainers of that package may be there, and so it's a really
Yes.
great time to interface with some really, really great folks in the maintainer community and the open source community in general, and just learn and, get some really great treats and vibe.
I
Yes.
look forward to like hallway conversations where like, you may have an idea
Yeah.
and you're kind of vibing with someone else and talking about it and coming up with a solution that you can then take back home and maybe implement something. So that's always fun.
So true, so true. And so traditionally speaking, you see these amazing conferences. If you're fortunate to work, have an employer that's like, yeah, we're gonna get you there. You can go. Awesome. But maybe sometimes you gotta go find your way there. So today we're gonna share some ways that you can find your way there. And that comes
Yeah.
with a little bit of news as well. So I'm gonna share my screen, and then Kedasha, if you can help me kick off this announcement of an amazing opportunity for every single person. And this is only the first announcement of how you can get to GitHub Universe. So fear not, there will be more. But here is an amazing opportunity for you if you are a open source project, and I hope you can see my screen fine. I'm going to share here. This is a new initiative this year. Typically, the keynotes are very hush hush. Like sometimes even we don't know what's going to happen during the keynote, right, Kadesha? But this year, our amazing leadership thought, hey, guess what? How about we hear from the community? And how about we highlight some amazing projects? And so our wonderful colleague, Abby, came up with this thing, and it's the Open Source Acceleration Story. And this is an opportunity for open source projects that are using GitHub, shipping in GitHub. And I love how the disclaimer is it doesn't have to be a new thing. Maybe it's a project that you've been working on for a while, but you actually found some extra potential by leaning into GitHub Copilot or GitHub tools. You can share your story. Help me out, Kedasha. You share your story. I'm going to scroll here we go. This is important. The deadline is September 19th. So an opportunity for you to submit a video, 2 minutes. I don't think it has to be overproduced. I don't think that's what we're looking for. What did y'all get? The vibe I'm getting from this form is just send your story. Be candid about it. And you do that. You post it on social using the hashtag #0tomerge, and then you tag GitHub. And then I'm assuming an amazing panel of people like my colleague Abby will watch them. And then what do you get?
Yeah, my bad.
Down.
My mic completely cut out, which is why
No,
you couldn't hear me.
I was like, hi. What did you get?
So,
What did you get? Here you go. Here's the part that maybe is the most important for all of us.
yeah, so you get a chance to be on the keynote stage, and you also get a chance, you get a free ticket to go to the conference and to enjoy the conference. But imagine being able to share your story and your project and how you use GitHub tools on the stage with like developers. And don't be scared. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's really fun. Just like look at the wall in the back when you're up there. But you get to win that prize. So if you've ever wanted to go to GitHub Universe, this is your chance to go. All you have to do is submit a 2-minute video on how you use GitHub tools to ship fast, and submit it through this form that Andrea is showing you, and you'll be entered for a chance to win.
Yes, I'm gonna share the link. This is a short link. It's gh.io/0tomerge. What a catchy name for a contest. I love it.
I love it.
So take a look at the form. Listen, you might think my project is too small or my company is just getting started. But if you have a story to tell, this is a place for you to tell it. So go ahead and create your little video. Best case scenario, you get selected and you get to be on stage with our COO, the amazing Kyle Daigle, and other cool people like Abby. Worst case scenario, you now have a 2-minute amazing story, pitch deck, short story that you can publish in other places. So
exactly.
Win-win. Win-win. So I cannot wait to see who's going to be featured. And I encourage everyone, If you are not, this doesn't apply to you, but you're like, hey, so and so, send it to your friends, send it to your enemies too. Send it to everybody.
Everybody gets a link.
Send it to everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, so that's one way you can get there. And you might be wondering, well, why would I want to go there? Why do I want to go to there? Well, take a look at this lineup of speakers. Let me tell you. The agenda is jam-packed, and we're going to move towards sharing our hopes and dreams, the sessions that we want to see, right? But first, I wanted to quickly give you a sneak peek of the speaker lineup. If you are a speaker and you're watching this, hey, say hi in the chat, please. But this is our colleague we're talking about, the amazing Abby. Hey. I'm seeing a lot of projects that I'm super. Marek is going to be there. What? As well as a lot of our customers, right?
I know that guy.
So this guy,
I know that guy.
guys. Yes. Kevin, what? I mean, there is just a really good lineup. And you can see the names of the companies also that are, there are going to be speakers there from those companies. If you need to sell it to your employer, this is how you do. We're trying to accelerate and get to the point of Sentry, Atlassian, WEX, CVS Health. Well, the leaders from those companies are going to be at this conference telling their GitHub adoption story and helping you out, doing sharing the wealth of knowledge. So that's a good way. Also, hey, WEX, we're their customer. There is a handy dandy convince my boss. Is it here? Let me see if I can find it. If I don't see it right away, where it will basically give you like a little template. It might not be on this particular page. I will find it and share it before, but it's basically going to give you like some resources on how you can pitch this to your employer, because this is a opportunity for you to develop and grow. So another important thing that I want to share before we share one more piece of housekeeping and get into the sessions is that the early bird pricing, it's coming to an end. It will end September 17th. So today is September 15th, my friends. So between now and September 17th, you have an opportunity to buy a general admission pass at $1,099, which is a good deal considering you're getting access to everything. A programmable badge without giving away too much, because I've been kind of lurking in the channels where these conversations are being had. This is not my project, but this year's programmable badge is going to blow your mind. It's amazing. So if you're a thinker, you're somebody that likes that kind of stuff, hardware, this is the right place for you. You get to chat with GitHub experts such as Ari and Kedasha. You get to see all the awesome demos. And Ari, tell us about because this might actually be closer to you. You get a coupon for the certification, right?
That's right. Yep. You'll get
wow.
I believe you'll get one free certification on-prem while you're there. So it's another reason to convince your employer.
For sure, because that on its own, I mean, you have to pay for that typically if you're not, unless you want to buy it. But it's a good opportunity for you to walk away with a certification. They'll be testing on site, so
Yes.
you can take it away. And thank you, Kedasha. You are the absolute best. Here is the template.
Yes.
Convince your manager. GitHubUniverse.com/convince. So that's gonna be a really fun one. If you are interested in attending the conference and you're thinking, I'll buy the ticket later, save yourself $400 and buy it now. One thing I love about the conference, though, that even though, I mean, I love to see you there in person, but if you can't make it to San Francisco, there will be a virtual pass. And I want you all to go right now to the GitHub Universe website and sign up for updates. So as soon as you're able to register, you can go ahead and register and start selecting all your sessions. And finally, before we move into the sessions, because I promise I will share, that lady Deb, can you tell us about what is new with the GitHub podcast? Do people here know that there is a GitHub podcast? Maybe not.
I know. So in case you missed it, we relaunched the GitHub podcast this year. And it's me, Andrea, Cassidy, and Abby. And we essentially we're talking about open source projects, the latest happenings in AI and technology, and also GitHub in a way that's a little bit more formal and more laid back for our dev audience. So the GitHub podcast, definitely check it out. We've had episodes on building personal tools using AI, the joy of developer education, featuring Jason Langstroth. We had a really great conversation on MCP, why it's important, why it's here, and how to use it, and so on and so forth. So we do have a lot more episodes coming out. And I believe there will be a podcast session happening at Universe, Andrea.
Yes, we're actually going to be recording podcast episodes live at GitHub Universe. And I have so many exciting guests coming. I don't want to say, because for one, friends, I threw out some moonshots. Let me tell you, I'm nothing if not a hopeful person.
You called in some favors?
I'm here to tell you, I have this is one thing, and I would recommend, this is my piece of free advice from Auntie Andrea. Shoot your shot, because you never know. And it is the lineup of people who are coming to the interview in this podcast is a representation of that. Cast a wide net. You never know. It might be your day. So I have some really, really interesting folks that are coming in to share things about GitHub, our open source, our collaboration. I think a cool exercise will be when I start thinking about the combined net worth of all the people that I'm going to be talking to, and then feel like, dang it, I got to go work harder because it is impressive. So there's going to be a really key lineup of technology leaders, some for the millennials, some for the early before the millennials, and some new faces in tech. So it's going to be exciting. We're going to be recording some live there, and I hope that we're going to be actually able to stream one of them live. If you're coming to GitHub Universe and you're thinking, Andrea, I am the person you want to talk to, oh my gosh, send me a DM immediately. Please do it now. Happy Programmers Day. What?
Yes.
Okay, Jack. When was that? Was that today? Is it 256? Is today the 256th day of the year? Yes, but it is.
Was it
if it
yesterday?
is, or maybe it was yesterday. Yes. So happy Programmer Day to all of you, especially all of you vibe coding out there. Thank you. You belong here, okay? You belong here. All right, friends, let's look at some sessions. Now that we've done our housekeeping, we've done our homework of sharing the announcements. Let's go to the sessions, but I want to do this a little bit different. I want to ask you both, actually, because the sessions, there is a lot happening. We can start with Ari, because Ari, you're going to be part of the lineup for the day zero, which, can you tell us a little bit about what day zero is?
Yeah, day zero is really for the community and for developers. It's at the GitHub headquarters, and we have several different areas where we're going to focus in on about the agentic coding. I have a session on learning with GitHub, and not just talking about obviously the skills exercises that we work on for education, but how maybe you want to use our framework to create your own exercise, maybe for other developers, or you want to, share some learning experience with someone. You can do that whether you're a developer or not. And so we'll have a session on that. There'll be other sessions definitely about security and for maintenance of how to maintain security more efficiently with less manual intervention using AI. So there'll be some sessions around that, and definitely GitHub Actions. So it's really a bunch of sessions, breakout sessions, to almost have a conversation. So not just showing and doing demos, but actually having conversations with the community about what they would like to see, or feedback on what some of these projects have to hold. So it's a really good experience before the main stage happens there on the following 2 days. But I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be a good conversation with the development community.
And you get to go to GitHub headquarters. I didn't know it was going to be there. That's awesome. That's
Very
awesome.
cool.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to that.
Cool.
And then this is going to be
My
October
session.
27. Your session. Which one is your session? Is it this one? The Scaling Together one? No. But our partners
No.
are going to be there. And then the title, what's the name of your session again?
Learning with GitHub. It should be. It is on October. Let me see if I can find the actual.
Let's see if we can share that. I think the website is being updated as we speak because a lot of things were in flight still, especially for day 0. But this is such a good day. If you are one of our partners or maintainers that have been invited to be a part of this day, like, it's worth it. It's worth it. Smaller conversations. The leadership always shows up to this, and they will pop into sessions and sit down, and you get to tell the COO GitHub.
You were right. It is that session, that number 3. If you scroll up just a little bit, it's that session. Yeah. Fueling. There's many sessions, like sub sessions as part of that, but that's the main topic for that time.
Perfect. All right. Perfect. So definitely come by, and there is even a networking reception. Those are always nice. Another reason I would buy a ticket for this conference is that we do food and drinks properly. So like and subscribe. All right. So then we move on to day 1, and there is an accessibility advocates breakfast. And let me tell you, we are so unbelievably fortunate. I don't know if there is details of this yet, to have an incredible head of accessibility here. And I'm guessing that's who's going to be leading this. And it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be the great Ed Summers that's probably going to be in charge of that. He is our head of accessibility. And there is just this, this is probably like an invite only thing. If you got invited to that, lucky you, and you're in for a treat to learn from Ed. And have a good breakfast. All right, let's go to Monday. But wait a minute, before we get into the favorite sessions, and I'll start with you, Kedasha, please. I want to bring up another opportunity that we have for you to come here. So far, people are excited, right? You want to go, and you're thinking, well, I do want to go, but Andrea, my company doesn't want to pay for my ticket. Or I can't convince my boss, even though you haven't used the tool. So make sure you make your way to that website and check it out and convince your boss that way. But should you not be able to convince your boss using this template, I am delighted to share another opportunity for you to be a part of GitHub Universe. This year, the powers that might have been generous enough to give us 1 ticket for a full conference admission. So you can be at GitHub Universe with me and Ari and Kedasha. So it is very simple. You don't need to build anything to participate. All you got to do is go to this website. And I need a volunteer. I need a volunteer that is going to go to the site and be amazing and test out that everything is working. I did a little run through earlier today, but you know how these things go. The minute that you're live, the bugs come out. All you have to do is just share a few details about yourself. We're not asking for stories. All we're asking you is to fill out a form, and the grand winner will get a full ticket. Price value at $14.99, unless you buy it between today and 2 days from now, then you can save $400. So we're going to do this at a random draw. All you have to do is go to the entry page, and let's see if I can click on the entry page. I'm going to do it outside of here in case that there is some. Give me 1 second. But I mean, if you are already in the Bay Area or can find your way to the Bay Area and you're thinking, hey, maybe I do want to go to this conference, please fill out the form. And then we're going to do a random draw. And October 6th, I wanted to give folks plenty of time to actually go in and participate. So October 6th, we'll do our draw, and you get to be chosen. Last year, I'm gonna find the name of the person we chose last year, and I can share the little video that we did of him because we actually recorded a quick segment with him. But definitely a fun opportunity for you to join. I see that there are responses already coming in, so I guess the form is working properly. Thank you, everyone who's watching and starting to enter. Please remember, if you enter, my hope is that I will get to meet you in person. I will have a little gift for you, and we'll get to record a nice little short segment that we can then share. And if you don't want to do any of those things, that is fine. You can still come to the conference and don't talk to me at all. I want you to come and enjoy the universe. It's not about me. But if you do win, I think the person that we chose last year, I should have invited him so he could have given us yeah, I think he was very happy. I recorded a small segment with him and he was like, this is an amazing conference. And he had a bag of swag that was enormous and I topped it off. So fun times. Please enter the giveaway. You have until October 5th. If you know someone in the Bay Area or someone that's going to be there, hey, send this to them too. To them too. Let's see. I got a short URL for you that's going to take you directly to the form. So you can do that. But I do want you to go to the repo so that you can please take a look at our terms and conditions. I am required by legal to say that.
Read the fine print, please.
Yes, but there is no trickery there. It basically says, "Hey, find your way to San Francisco," and guess what? You get a full ticket for the 2 days. So, I hope someone that's watching the stream right now is gonna be the person that I get to meet. What else can I add? I mean, the ticket itself is a great price. If you're interested in meeting Kedasha Kerr, maybe I can make that happen too. Or Ari as well. If you're like, hey, it'd be great to have a 10-minute conversation. They're both tremendous people and you can learn a lot. Kedasha is also a content creator. So, hey, Kedasha, I'm like,
Andrea.
I know.
I think she's your agent right now.
Yes. So listen, like I said, there's nothing but upside for you participating in this contest. Maybe you win. And even if you don't win, enter, because between here and October 5th, I am going to raid a closet, convince someone, hey, if you're someone with the powers that might, and you want to throw me some swag I can send these people, please do it. And I'll be happy to extend some little extra prices. At the very least, I will definitely give you a shout out and thank you. So go to the site. I'm going to share this in a little bit as well. Go to the repo, enter the sweepstakes, tell your friends, tell your colleagues, and let's have a great GitHub Universe. Now let's go back to the agenda. And I always like to ask people what they're looking forward to, because for me, these are aspirational dreams. I wish I can see a session. Maybe this might be the year it happens. But let's start with you, Lady Dev. What sessions are you looking forward to? Maybe I'll let you share your screen so you can click on them directly and we can look at it. Yeah. Because I don't know.
My screen is not ready to be shared.
Well, then I will do that. Hang on a second. No worries. If you link it in the doc or pass it to me in the chat here, I'll just copy and paste. Beautiful.
So this is the first one. So there is a session by an engineer, Alex Oladell. Don't quote me on his name, but it's going to be about how to practice compassion, not criticism, during your code reviews. And I think that's going to be a phenomenal session because it is technical, but it's going to be more about the human-centered code reviews. The first time I saw Alex spoke was at Afrotech last year, and he is a phenomenal speaker. And I just can't wait to learn more from him. If I can make the session, I hope I can. I can't wait to learn more from him. But yeah, really looking forward to that one.
This is amazing. Yeah, Alex from Red Hat. This is a very interesting topic.
Exactly.
You're telling me bulldozing and leaving horrible comments is not the best way to do a code review? I am
I don't think that's going to be covered.
I think it's going to be the opposite.
Okay, so that's the first one that you're very excited about. All right, what about you, Ari? What's one that you're excited about? And I'll bring it up on the. I think yours, mine and Ari's were very similar, although I had not seen this one, and now this is also on my list.
Yes, it's gonna be good.
The GitHub Copilot, customize shaping your Copilot for your workflow. That's one of mine.
Oh.
Or do you want me to share my screen? Let me share my screen.
Yes, please. Or hang on a second, I can bring it up for us. If you send me, you shoot me a link.
Yeah.
Somebody in the comments just say closes the 100 tabs. This is my life. Are you standing like right behind me right now? And this is how I'm lost. This is how I can't find for Windows. This is you. Juan Lopez, you're looking at my screen right now.
Always 1,000 tabs. That's why I'm like, my screen is not ready to be shared. Like
it's not proper right now.
No. Ari, where are you passing me that link?
I put it right chat? in the private chat. You should have it there.
I don't know why I don't see it. I don't Look at that. Harjot just submitted his project for Zero to Merge.
Or let's get you to share your screen then, because this is being a little bit. Hey, look at this. I hope you're selective, Mr. Singh. I'm so excited. This is gonna be a good one. Hey, if you're just joining the stream and you don't know what we're talking about, this is an opportunity for you to come to GitHub Universe, all expenses paid, and not only come to GitHub Universe, but be part of GitHub Universe. You will be featured as part of our keynote. So please submit your projects. All right, let me share your screen, Ari. All right, so this one.
Yeah, customized. Yeah, so Pierce Bogan is from the Microsoft side and works on VS Code, and he does a phenomenal job of just showing the features of what VS Code plus Copilot can give you as a developer. And really, I always say, like, your context when you're prompting is like one of the most important things. And this is really how you can kind of customize, with custom instructions and prompt files right there in VS Code. So I think he's going to do a lot of talking about that and how to leverage that. So you're getting more accurate responses. It's making you more efficient, keeping you in your flow state of developing. So I'm really looking forward to that one. He does a really good job of kind of just breaking down some complex things into very simple ways of describing it and its benefits. So I'm looking forward to that.
Nice.
That's a nice one. We've been able to host Pierce and some of our streams, and Pierce is a very engaging speaker. This is gonna be a fun one. This is gonna be a fun one. And also, so many of my hangups with Copilot, when we get into fights, there are things that I could have done to prevent those fights. So I think that's what this session is about, right? I want to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success when you're using GitHub Copilot.
Right. The other session's about how to work with your peers. This one's about how to work with AI better.
Exactly. So we started with, this is how you should communicate on code review. And now we're going to learn how to help better communication with Copilot. Love that. That's going to go on my aspirational list. If I can go, I will go to that. All right, I'm going to share. This could be the year. I'm going to share mine now. And this is, I want to ask in the chat, what is the hottest acronym in tech this year? Let's see what's the hottest acronym in tech? I mean, keep it PG.
Kedasha's ready to jump out there and tell you.
Children are here. Okay. All right. Okay. What would you say it is, Kedasha? What would you say is the hottest acronym in tech?
The first thing that popped in my head was MCP.
I was going to say.
What? Correct, my friend. That's it.
Ding, ding,
that
ding.
Is it. Yeah. That is it. This has been such a just fascinating, truly fascinating exercise on how the tech, let me remove your screen and add mine, how we somehow came to a conclusion quick and we came to a quorum quick, and the industry agree on a standard, and this is it. Model context protocol. Conrad, this is a good one, my friend, too. I think Conrad and Nayak, you are on something too, and Conrad AI, and also bring your own model. I was reading that. I was like, bring your own beer. No, that's not it. Bring your own model. that is huge. That is huge. Agentic AI, yes, that's it.
Yes.
But this session is about something that I've been actually kind of going into it. Sometimes you go down those rabbit holes, and I need to claw my way out of it. And that is MCP security. And when it comes to data protection strategies, you want to give agents the power to work smarter, and you want to take advantage of the tools, but we need to learn to do it in a safe way. And so I'm here for MCP security all day. And that is what I was going to wear today, other than this shirt. I forgot. I just got a cool Run MCP t-shirt. Dang it. Okay, for tomorrow. But what do y'all think? I mean, it's a Microsoft team. I don't know who this Microsoft is, so let's bring up this. Nice. All right, principal product engineer at Microsoft. I'm here for it. I think it's gonna be an interesting one. Our most powerful tool is education, friends. So if you are thinking about either creating your own MCP server, you're using MCP servers, or like me 2 months ago, you will click install in every single MCP server that look interesting to you. I since revised my posture on security. Definitely a good session for you. And this is one of those it's going to be good to leadership for you to bring back to your teams, because maybe you have a mandate by your executive team. You need to be using AI. You need to, what's this MCP?
And I will say one thing about Den from Microsoft Hit is that he's on the steering committee for the model context protocol, and he's a core maintainer. Yeah, he's a core maintainer of MCP. So you'll be learning from, the expert of MCP.
Exactly. That's another thing, that a massive shout out to the GitHub open source community, GitHub open source community as a whole, because their work that's gone into the steering committee and having now this official registry, which I will also share, because this might be news for some of us who are here in this stream. So if you're working with MCP and you didn't know that, now there is a community-driven registry where people can publish it. I think the best analogy that I actually heard, and it's part of their graphic, is that it's sort of Artifactory, but instead of for packages, this is for MCP servers. So definitely check it out. This is the official registry. It's now out. And there's going to be some big thing coming to the protocol, and being part of this community that's setting those standards. Shout out to that team, because they're doing an amazing job, including the human who is going to be giving this session. So I'm excited for that. I didn't make the connection that he was part of the steering committee. That's awesome.
I just went to his LinkedIn, and that's when I saw it. I was just like, oh.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, that lady Deb, let's go to your second. That's not it. I'm going to grab the link. And then let's go to your second most, the one that you are looking forward to the most. In no particular order. And then we'll take a look through the other ones as well. This is going to be build once and teach forever.
Scaling for content creation with GitHub. So as a person, as people who create technical content, this talk definitely piqued my interest, because I'm just like, what? How do you do that? So Bree Hall is a dear friend of mine, and she's an excellent engineer. And so I am absolutely looking forward to this talk to see how she's going to use GitHub Copilot, GitHub Codespaces, GitHub Actions to automate technical content creation. So super excited about this one, honestly.
Yeah, plus one. I want to see that too. Yeah.
Right?
That's really cool. It saves a lot. You could save some time. That'd be great.
So even if you're not in the rail or education evangelism, or, I think even if that's not your field, at some point, at some role at your work, you're going to have to demo something, create a blurb for someone to follow your instructions. And imagine if you didn't have to do that every single time, but you had a system. This is cool. I'm here for it.
Exactly. So super, super looking forward to that talk by Bree.
And Bree is amazing, and she is a developer advocate at HubSpot. Very cool. Okay, well, I'm here for that as well. So, and friends, I should have been dumping these links onto the chat, and I will do that too, especially for my friends at LinkedIn that can't see it. And there's a question in the chat about whether or not this will be uploaded to YouTube. And that is an excellent question. I believe in past years, certain sessions, definitely the keynotes, right? They definitely are in our YouTube channel. Those happen live, but I don't think all the sessions make it to the channel. I might be mistaken. I'll get you a better answer then. Yeah, because I'm not sure. I'm not positive on that. But if you're there and you are thinking about how you can make this repetitive content situation manageable, come see Bree's session. All right, Ari, what's your next one? Let me remove my screen and share yours.
Sure. So mine is building GitHub with Copilot, how your engineers multiply their impact and reliably ship features. So I think there's no better practical way to show the impact of Copilot or how to use it, or a really complex use case is like using it on our own product. So Boston is awesome. I could talk to Boston for hours. I've had Uber rides with him, and he just, the way he kind of talks about content, you can find him on LinkedIn too, but some of his stuff is just like spot on, and he just really breaks things down. And it's really just great to see, like, we're kind of drinking our own champagne here. We're using Copilot to develop our own product, and he's going to show us how he's been able to do that. So I'm looking forward to that one, if I get to go, but if I get time to go. Caveat.
Listen, that's why we're doing this stream here, because we want you all to enjoy for sure. For sure, we want all of you to enjoy. But this looks like a really good one. Listen, folks, like, there's a lot of thought leadership out there about AI adoption. You're going to be hearing from a company that's not only obviously shifting the paradigm of what that means, but we're also leading some of the largest organizations into making that transformation and learn from the best. So I'm excited for that one. That looks really good. That's also going to go on my aspirational list. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. For my third or second choice, rather, I love a customer story. And when a customer story is not only a customer story, but is a community story, I love it even more. I think a lot of times think open community and they immediately think open source, and they think free, and then think maybe not something that's going to help me professionally. But the truth is, some of the companies that are thriving the most, and especially when it comes to AI adoption, interestingly enough, are those who have very strong communities that have been established, where they have their developers just working together and incorporating those philosophies, maybe sometimes from open source, using their own inner source practices. But I'm here for this. Duke Energy, first of all, they're keeping the lights on. A lot of people. Like, shout out to all of you folks in North Carolina. I think it's the Carolinas, right? Are primarily their customers. If you think your job is important, imagine not being able to provide a problem that's not helping folks get their electricity in the middle of summer and a hot balmy day in North Carolina. So they adopted a lot of AI tools. They've done a massive migration, which is also a very interesting topic. If you're watching this and you're like, I love GitHub, I have all my side projects there, but my company uses something else, and I really would love to better articulate why we should change and go to GitHub. Come to this session. Come to this session. Come to this session. And understand how they accelerated using AI, and how their adoption of the GitHub platform as a whole is turned them up. And I love this. Community-driven DevOps is something that is a term I haven't heard before until this description. But imagine that. Imagine if the care and thoughtfulness that you put into the way that you work with your developers actually led to innovation and acceleration for your business. Here for it. So thank you, Cal, for this very thoughtful session. I definitely voted for this because I remember thinking, like, what? This sounds incredible. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this session. And And for those of you who might be thinking, what can I take from this conference back? Like, hey, maybe it's not that you can influence if you use GitHub or not, but you can influence how your team works, so you can bring this good knowledge back. So I'm here for it. So those are some of our favorite sessions. I think, Ari, did you have one more? Or
sure. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I do have one more.
Let's share yours, because I'm loving all of our selections, by the way. Oh, wow. What an important topic. Tell us about this one.
So I think, right, everyone, we buy these Copilot licenses, like we see our developers, they're using them, but what is the business impact? What is the return on investment? That's what I think every leadership at every company and organizations out there, they want to know that. And I think we've done a good job of rolling out a new dashboard to gather those metrics on what the impact of using Copilot in their organizations are, and learn some strategies about the essential business outcomes, again, return on investment. So I think if you want a good reason to come to this conference and to your manager is to say, well, I want to find out on how we can get more return on investment, what that maybe have a custom dashboard for ourselves of how we can kind of measure that. So I think this one will be particularly interesting, especially for leadership that comes and wants to know, like, well, it's great, I have Copilot now, but now what? Which is actually the first question right there at the top. So I would definitely like to attend that one if I'm available to go.
I am here for that.
Yeah.
I'm here for that. This is a good potential leadership opportunity for you. If your company is using the tools and you already know, you can spot it from a mile away with both the licenses. Some people are using it, some people are not. No one is really doing the homework of figuring out what that looks like and the value that we're getting. You can be the hero of your company. You take these learnings back. So this is interesting. Very interesting.
Very interesting.
All right. I love that. All right. Let's take a quick moment of speaker sessions to talk about something else that happens at Universe, and that is the donuts. Just kidding, but not really. So obviously there are incredible sessions during GitHub Universe. You just saw some of our, the ones that we've been looking at, and we're like, wow, these are absolutely amazing. We'd love to attend. But let's talk a little bit about what other things happen at GitHub Universe too. There is a blog post by I think the events team did this. Did a good job. We're going to share that as well. And I'll share that on the links, because it does show you a little bit of you get to see another side of what it means to go to GitHub Universe. And this is your guide to the universe. It's fresh out of the oven, my friends. I think they just shipped this a couple of days ago.
They just shipped that, yeah.
And let's share the link on the chat. But obviously the schedule. Oh, look, this is one of the feature sessions. Kedasha, very nice. Yes. This is a fantastic human. She's in our Toastmasters club, and she is very knowledgeable. I actually look forward to that. That will be another one of my faves too. Though there is a couple about modernization of Java systems that the absolute nerd in me is like, yes, let's see those. Besides the sessions, he's also fantastic. Oh my goodness, this lineup. But I want to scroll to the other things, friends. All right, here we go. The day at headquarters, which Ari shared earlier. Well, actually, this is happening the day after. Wait, what is this, Ari? October 30th?
There's besides getting the voucher for cert while you're at the conference, once you register for the conference, you have the opportunity to actually come to day 3 to come to the office and take a certification there.
Oh, nice.
What?
So
wow.
Another reason to register for the conference.
I'm excited for this. Yeah.
Do some labs, the applied skills labs too.
What? You had me at swag raffles and the opportunity to connect with fellow learners.
Donuts and swag raffles.
Amazing. All right. Well, no, this is fantastic. Of course, the one-on-one sessions, sign up for one-on-one meetings at the Career Corner. What is this? Let's go to there. So, I mean, I think I gotta look, covers all the passwords. So turns out I can sign up for the career corner, and I think this is where the micro mentorship is going on, right? Let's scroll down and see if we can find it here quickly. Otherwise, I will just tell you about it. So I don't think I see it. I don't think it's gonna pop up because, friends, I don't have my ticket yet. Can you believe it? but I will be there. So that's why we can't see it. But let's go back to it. But this year there is micro mentorship, and it looks like there is some career guidance, and you can, if you're looking for job advice, you have an opportunity to go through this micro mentorships, and I think it is a combination of hovers too. So there is a separate program. I think this is specific for career seekers. So if you're in between jobs or you're thinking about finally telling your boss, thanks, but no thanks. Great opportunity. And this is free. This is included. I'm going to share that link as well. But I think that you do have to have a ticket by the time that you register, but I will share it. But there is also, go ahead, my love.
I was going to say, I think there was something like this last year at Universe, and people were actually able to talk to our recruiters, get like direct feedback on their resumes, practice interviews, get tips, and all that jazz. So like it's going to be really, really good. It's a really good value add here.
Amazing. So come equipped with your resume as well, because hey, you never know. You never know. I think definitely the hallway tracks, you never know who's gonna be there, and you get to be a part of that. But there is also micro mentoring for the education community, and I'm looking for that link right now, friends, because the link that I have is not working. Give me just a moment, because this is a special initiative by the social impact team for students. So if you're a student and you're attending GitHub Universe, maybe you're a campus expert or not, there is an opportunity for you to connect with a GitHub employee. And I've done this in the past where I've been a mentor, and you literally just connect with the person who you're mentoring before Universe. And the sessions can happen via Zoom, or like you gotta talk it out if you're gonna be there, and you can be a part of it live and your mentor is available, great. But between the October 20th and October 31st, you have an opportunity to be paired with a GitHubber. And if you're a student, this is a program for you. I'm going to find the link. We'll come back to this. Those are great programs and value adds beyond the talks, obviously. But there is another thing that's going to be happening also that's going to be really cool, and that's the makerspace. Kedasha, you know a little bit about that, right?
I don't know too much. I just know the makerspace is where you're gonna be able to like actually create hardware, like build hardware. Like some really, really good ones. Was anything mentioned in the blog post? Let me take a look.
So I think
I don't
part
know
of it
how
is
much I can say.
yeah, of what we do know. I think. Oh, and I found the micro mentoring form, friends. I added the link on the notes there. But I think you're definitely going to be able to hack on your badge, which this year they're amazing. So that's part of it. But I think there is more. There is even more in the makerspace.
There's even more. Let's see.
More.
Hold on.
I don't think there is a ton that's shared. There is no shortage of activities during. Here we go. I think this is the one.
Yes. So you can make, tinker, and repeat.
Let me find it, and then we'll come back to this because I definitely wanna.
You can hack your badge. There's a shop, but okay. They didn't really say a lot about the makerspace. It just says get your hands working in the most creative way possible. The makerspace is where code meets art, music, robotics, and beyond. This is your space to play, explore, and reimagine what code can do. No formal training required. Just bring your curiosity. So it is gonna be a really dope time.
What? There's gonna be Lego building?
I have no idea.
I'm gonna add that. I mean, it says it right here. I'm gonna add that to my aspirational ones. And for the folks who don't know what we're talking about, these badges, you see it's a little Raspberry Pi. It's like a e-ink badge, and that's not what this year's will look like. This year's is even more awesomer.
Better.
Yes. So you get to hack on that. I love this. That's another really cool thing that happens at GitHub Universe. And that badge is
Mhm.
included in your ticket too, whatever it looks like, not like that. Let's come up here for a moment. What at the career corner, there's also headshots. Love that.
Oh, nice.
Yes, love that. So you can
Got
come,
mine last year. Yep.
be paired with someone to go over your resume and figure it out. And then you can also have your headshot updated. Amazing. Amazing. And the open source zone is back. Yay. This
Hey.
the brainchild of the amazing Lee Riley is back. Last year, some of the projects that were there, I mean, you might have known. I think on my Sish, which I spot Bobby over here, Swift, Ladybird, Frame. There were some incredible projects that were part of the open source zone. And this is just, I think we definitely share this as part of our Open Source Friday stream, where people could apply to have their project be invited. So at these conferences, we have a wonderful, and we will give a shout out to our sponsors who are awesome. But for some companies, especially open source projects, like the cost of a booth at these events it's very prohibitive. So GitHub has actually a program, shout out to Lee Riley, to invite open source projects to apply and be selected. And then they get to come and they get their own booth space and they get to talk to, how many developers will there be there? 4,000? 5,000?
Yeah, it's quite a big.
2,000. Yes. So I'm super excited because this year's folks that have been invited, and I believe they have been notified. I don't think it's been announced externally, so I don't want Lee to yell at me. So I won't say who's gonna be there, but I'm here to tell you that I will guarantee, I will dare say, I guarantee that you are. Let's not look at that. I was pulling up the list. You are using at least one of these projects, guarantee. Okay, put my name on it.
Guaranteed.
Guarantee. I'm gonna ask him if I can say. I don't think he's shared externally. They definitely been notified because I already reached out to a few folks to make sure that they swing by the podcast booth and we record something for all of you who can be there. So that is amazing. I'm looking forward to this open source zone. And then this, where you will also find that lady Dev, perhaps, and maybe at some point even me, the Expert Center. Ari, you remember this? Do you remember what happens in the Expert Center?
Yeah, so we have our expert services team that they're there to field questions. Maybe you're a customer, maybe you're a developer, you have an issue or something you're trying to solve with our platform. You can basically schedule some time with them and sit with them and kind of brainstorm it. So that's always a good way to not only network, but also solve your problem.
I mean, imagine you've been fighting with that one action and you decided it's not YAML's fault.
Yeah.
or you want to find a way to optimize it. Like, this is a really good time for you to come and say, listen, this is the way I'm doing this. And these folks know their stuff. There's from all parts of the company. So it's not just the support cats who are incredible. Our support team is best in the industry, but there is going to be PMs, engineers. Basically, if you're like there, you'll have an opportunity to chat with someone that's a true expert. So bring your questions and you can book an appointment ahead of time, or you can just step in between sessions.
Yeah.
Amazing. All right. So look at this entrance. Yeah, last year it was so phenomenal. There were 2 massive pavilions like that. And this year the layout is great. And while we're looking at this picture here, maybe we can also give a quick thanks to our wonderful sponsors, because without them, there will be no GitHub Universe. So I think we can see here, both these sponsors are back this year. JFrog, shout out to the JFrog folks for coming to be a part of this conference. And then also Atlassian is going to be there as well as many, 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 many others. For the full list of sponsors, you can definitely find that on the website. But I do want to share a quick, let me find a quick. And then if you're watching this, obviously after the fact now, and you're thinking, man, I should have been a sponsor at GitHub. No time like the present. Reach out. But here's our sponsors. Atlassian, JFrog, Microsoft Azure, thank you, New Relic, Octopus Deploy, ARM. So if you're interested in talking to any of these
Postman.
companies, you can come. Yeah, Faros, Cursori, Postman. Postman is doing some really, really interesting stuff. We hosted.
Yes.
Oh, and they're doing some interesting stuff in the MCP space. Fantastic Sentry, Civia, WorkOS, Lambda Test. Look at all these folks. Logitech.
Mhm.
These folks always bring amazing swag to give away. So definitely go by that booth. Launch Darkly, Resolve AI, Opsera, Telscale. Wow, we have some really, really Acuity. Datadog. So come by. If you are a customer of any of these companies or you want to be a customer, come by and have a conversation with them. The folks at Daytona are crushing it. They're doing amazing things. Lovely to see them here on the sponsor. IBM. I mean, this is a heck of a lineup of sponsors. And this is an opportunity for you to connect to all of these companies in one space. Look, the list goes on. What? The absolute OGs at Render ATL are one of the sponsors this year. Amazing.
Oh, nice.
Yes, amazing. So definitely visit the sponsor hall and get all the swag. Get all the swag, get all the swag. All right. Let's see. So we have shared our favorite sessions. Ari, I think you have one more. And then friends, it's been an hour. I am so sorry.
Yeah, it's been an hour.
Like unbelievable. I can't believe it. I just monopolized the entire hour. But Ari, you want to share your last one, and then I'll go ahead and go over our giveaway once again. All right, let me share your screen. And folks, if you have questions about Universe, I feel like I left out the food that was so important. The donuts. Can we talk about the donuts at GitHub Universe?
We will keep you fed. We promise.
Yes. The donuts by the demo session are amazing. They're so good. I'm not a big donuts fan, but I will have a donut that day. Tell me when you want me to share.
Yeah, go. Oh wait, let me just stop sharing. Let me reshare my screen. And okay, good to go.
But you can. Let's see. And
yep, you got it.
Ooh, security talk. Interesting.
Yeah. So right, yeah, like I think also as we start to use Copilot for everything from on the development side, as well as, continuous integration delivery with GitHub Actions, security is the other part of this, where can we leverage AI any way possible to, find issues and fix them for us automatically. Speaking of expert services, Greg Moeller, who does a great job on our well-architected framework on best practices of using our products, has this session here on secure more, stress less with a risk-based rollout of GitHub Advanced Security, a very prescribed way to do it in different environments, whether it's GHEC or, our on-prem as well, GHES. So I think he's going to do a really good job of how to roll that out in a more in an easier way. And I'm sure that's also sparked stuff from our well-architected framework. But I think if you're interested in using GitHub Advanced Security to secure your environment, your organization, I highly recommend checking out this session. I think, we're all kind of responsible for securing our code. And also we probably want to be able to understand of how we can just implement that into our own repositories and our code bases. So I think he'll do a great job of showing a lot of that.
Amazing. This looks like a really good one, a really relevant one too. To everyone, because we all have to care. We all have to care about security. Yes. For the folks in the audience who've been scrolling through the sessions, drop a link to your favorite session. Drop a link in the chat, please, so that we can share even more. And then I am going to quickly ask Kedasha first, and then Ari, and then myself, and then we'll go over our giveaway. And then I promise the two of you can go back to doing all the work that I know you got to do for Universe. Like this was supposed to be 40 minutes, Andrea. But okay, that lady that. What was your favorite part of GitHub Universe last year?
Oh, wow. The
These questions were not prepared.
I I know I have to like go back into the crevices of my mind. My favorite part about GitHub Universe last year, I would say it was the demos. So I got a chance to work with one of my teammates, Christopher Harrison, and we put together a really great demo on like full end-to-end demo on getting the most out of GitHub Copilot. And I learned a lot from that session, and also people learned a lot from the session. So that was my favorite part. It was also really great to see my creator friends at Universe last year. So I would say, just from the top of my head, without planning, that was my favorite part about Universe.
I love that. We forgot to mention some of your favorite tech people will be there too. So even if you
Yes.
don't see them on the speaker lineup, for all of you who I have the ones I fangirl about, and they be walking those halls too. You'll be sitting next to someone and you do a double take and go like, "Oh, snap, it's you."
I know you.
So it is
I've
you.
seen you
So
before.
that's a really cool experience. And I know the demo you're talking about, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I'm gonna go fetch it.
Yes, it was really good.
It was really, really great. Ari, what about you? What was
For
your
me,
favorite part?
yeah, for me, I'd have to say the workshops. So we had a separate area away from the main part of the conference where people were doing workshops. They had devices there for them. So, walking people through how to do, whether it's to use GitHub Copilot. I don't know if that's on my house. My dog's calm right now. Just kidding. So we're walking through whether it's GitHub Copilot or a piece of our platform, maybe it's Actions, and showing people how to use it and demoing it and having them walk through a workshop with us. So they got that experience and they can then take that back home and reutilize the information that they learned in that session. So I think that was probably my highlight of my universe last year.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I love it. I love it. My dogs love it. So that's great.
What about you,
That's great.
Andrea?
I had many moments. So actually, we had some folks from our communities that joined. So they travel from like Colombia, Mexico, some GitHub stars who travel who I've never met before. So the people, I know it sounds very just the people, no, but really, I got to meet people that I've worked with for a long time virtually, and it's nice to make those connections in person. And then I got to meet some of my personal heroes. And you know how they say like don't meet your heroes, and I was not disappointed by any one of them. So I was super lucky that they were like genuine people, and they were as shout out to Daniel Misler for accepting the invite to come and record on the pod. But people that I follow online and I follow their writing and I follow their careers, and it's just great to actually get to be in the same room with them. Like, what? It's wild. And then they turn out not to be nice. That turned out to be exactly as nice as you would hope they would be. So that was my favorite, the people. And also for us, because selfishly, this is one time out of very few that I actually get to see my entire team. And so
Yes,
the people of DevRel also, the people of GitHub. It's lovely. Even though we're all running around like in 25,000 different directions, it's nice to get to see each other. So yeah.
Sure.
So
agreed.
if you went to GitHub Universe last year and you're on the chat, please post and let us know what was your favorite part of GitHub Universe. I know I saw some names earlier that said, this year I'm coming. I'm so excited. Aleja from Mexico, amazing. Conrad likes this session from pull request to production, craft and secure CI/CD with GitHub Actions. Amazing. That looks very interesting. Yeah, that looks very, very interesting. All right, so how can you go? How can you go to there? You want to go to there? We managed to convince you. You're going to go talk to your boss and try to convince them. You can convince them, and you have an open source project and you would like to be featured as part of the keynote, please enter this. Zero to Merge is an opportunity for you to submit your project and maybe be selected to come to GitHub Universe and share your acceleration story. That is one way. And then another way, of course, you get to enter our giveaway. And I will share the link once again. And then let me just quickly share the repo so that you can see it. And that's not it. We're gonna stop sharing that one and share this one. This is, I was looking for the video because I truly wanted to share it, but let's go here. Oh my goodness, Wilson, yes, I know. Wilson is like, would you stop talking so you can take me out? But here it is. Here is, this is the live repo. The form is linked there, but you can go ahead and enter now. You got until October 5th to enter. Please enter the giveaway. It's a good opportunity for you to perhaps win a free ticket. And we were going to announce the winner via a message October 6th at 9 a.m. PST. I will be there pushing the button, showing you the window to your future. You get to join us at GitHub Universe. So please enter this giveaway. I think it's going to be fun. All right, final question, and then we're off because Lady Dev's computer is like, I'm done for the day. Ari, GitHub Universe in one word.
It's a vibe. I don't know. It's all I have. It's a vibe.
I like, listen, friends, this was not prepared, okay? This was not prepared. That was a good one. That was a really, really good one. My word is nerd. Very few opportunities you get to be in one place and have a vibe and talk to people that understand your level of nerditude and can geek out with you about the things that you want to geek out. So regardless of what you're into, what your stack is, what you're learning, I guarantee you there will be somebody at GitHub Universe, a fellow nerd perhaps,
for you
can have conversations with. Yeah, for you, and a session for you as well. So it's gonna be a vibe for sure. Ari, I am looking forward to seeing you again in a month and
Likewise.
some change. Thank you so much for joining me today. I think our amazing colleague Kedasha might have a technical difficulty, so I'm going to say goodbye from her. She'll be there, y'all, and she is also a vibe and a great content creator herself. So she'll be there. If you're lucky enough to be at the VS Code Insider Summit next week, you'll get to see her in person. Otherwise, please enter our giveaway so maybe you get to see her in person too. But the things that are included, I think it's totally worth the price of $0 if you win this giveaway. So go ahead and enter. Ari, thank you so much. I'll see you next time, all right?
Take care.
All right. Friends, please do not leave this stream without entering our giveaway. Excuse forever. I'm always apologizing for Wilson and Charlie. This time it was mostly Charlie. Unbelievable, right? The old man wanted to be heard. I hope to see you at GitHub Universe. If you do get selected and want to meet, please. I'll be the person telling you won. So, but if you don't want to meet, if you don't want to record, I will still leave you a beautiful gift for you to come and pick up, and you will still have a great experience. So I hope to see you at GitHub Universe 2025. Again, October 28th and 29th. And for Mason, San Francisco, you want amazing food, you want amazing music. I think there are some surprises coming there as well. This is a conference for you. It's an opportunity for you to learn the latest and greatest on what GitHub is shipping and all of these amazing partners and speakers who are really shaping the future of software development. So I'm going to let that Lady Deb say goodbye. And I know, listen, you're a trooper for doing this, not being in your original setup. So I appreciate you joining us.
My computer just died, and I plugged it into the wall, but apparently it just knocked out.
The plugs were not plugging. I was just saying goodbye.
Oh, bye, y'all.
Yeah, that was it.
Thank you for
bye,
joining.
Lady. Thank you. Juan Lopez, I cannot guarantee that there will be empanadas, but if you come, I will get you an empanada. All right. Thank you all so much. Hope to see you this week. We have a couple of streams happening on Thursday for Robert Duck Thursday. Of course, Open Source Friday. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I would absolutely tremendously appreciate if you did that for a couple of reasons. For one, it makes sure that you never miss any of the things that we're doing, so that if we're doing a content stream, if we're doing a fun stream like this and sharing a potential giveaway for you, you get a chance to see it. But also, let's get those numbers up. So I don't know. Let's keep the boss happy. Yeah. I feel like more subscribers, maybe more giveaways. So I hope to see you at GitHub Universe. Please let me know if you ended up buying a ticket because you watched this. Remember, you have 2 days left for the early bird special to finish. So if you are thinking about going, this is your chance to buy the ticket at a discount. And if you are unable to purchase your own ticket, please share your story from zero to merge, or enter our sweepstakes giveaway. And October 6th, you'll know if you are the lucky winner. And we hope to see you at GitHub Universe. Thank you so much for joining today. Appreciate you all.